Hello YouTube, hello TikTok, going live for our CEO Monday. If you don't consume my stuff, you don't follow me on Instagram, you're probably like, what? I have coined the term CEO Monday for the longest time ever, and it kind of feeds into exactly what I want to speak about today, which is starting up your week. Now, I'm gonna kind of like what's the word, feed two kind of thought processes into one for this live topic, and I'll probably make them also separate lives eventually. So I posted a reel last night on Instagram. Go and check it out. My username's the same, Jess Belly, and I speak about, and by the way, if you can hear snoring, it is my dog. Well, not my dog, my sister's dog, but just my dog for now in the background. I posted a reel and I said, you don't get Sunday scaries because you hate your life. You're actually subconsciously scared of creating a brand new life. And I think that I've had many conversations with high achieving women, with my friends, with people on the internet about this feeling of Sunday scaries. And I completely resonate. Hello, everyone joining live. I completely resonate because I used to get it all of the time. I used to be in this mentality and I would like completely normalize that every single Sunday I would have this anxiety and this overwhelmed, and I'd be so afraid to start my week, or I'd be super overwhelmed already, or I would just not want to begin the week. I was living for the weekend, right? And even sometimes when it looks like, and a lot of the high achieving women that come and work with me, if you look at their life and you put it down on paper, or if they even like just bird's eye view their life, things look pretty good, right? They're making the money that is feeding into the lifestyle they desire. They've attracted the relationships they want. They have the career, or they've created the business, but something's just amiss. Something just isn't hitting that spot. And so what I teach my clients is, when you get to that point of getting the Sunday scaries, the first thing to start to be honest with yourself and start to assess is, am I getting the Sunday scaries because I'm actually subconsciously scared to create a new life or to change some part of my life? And this feeds into the topic of this live, which is all about the one thing that I want you to start to do every single CEO Monday. I don't care if it's an hour ritual that you make of it, there's no wrong or right way, or it's a 5-minute thing, but you actually need to get crystal clear and sit down and look at your vision for like your long-term vision for your life and connect to that every single Monday. Should you do it every single day? Absolutely. But I mean it in the sense like Mondays need to be about grounding into your vision, grounding into who you currently are. Sundays, I love to do a bit of reflection, what worked in my week, what didn't. So if you're doing that reflection piece, it's really powerful to actually bring that into our CEO Monday, because then we use everything we reflected on, and we're using everything as data points, right? This is like the business mind, CEO mind that I'm sharing with you, using everything in our life, in our business or our career as data points. So you can look at it in 4 sections or 2 sections. For the longest time, I've been really looking at it in 2 sections. So the 2 sections that I look at, personal versus business, but you can look at it in different ways, such as relationships, health, money, and careers or business, right? Or career/business if you have both. So again, there is no wrong or right way to do this, but with your reflection, you need to get the data points. I split it into personal and business, and then I bring that into my Monday, and I ask myself, how can I anchor into my vision? And you're probably like, okay, so where's this vision coming from? How do I create this vision, right? I believe, when you work for a company and they have like a mission statement, it's like their values, it's their why. I want you to do the exact same thing for your life and your, like, for me, I've done it for my personal life and I've done it for my business. It doesn't need to be paragraphs long. It doesn't need to be a whole novel. It could quite literally be one sentence. If I simplify, well, my most simplified version of my business mission is quite like, what is it? Uh, women to It is quite literally 11 words. 11 words that sums up my vision. I have an expanded version of that, but I can look at that and I'm like, how am I grounding into that? How am I using the data points? I know this is a little bit like all over the place, but how am I using the data points from my reflection to begin my week, ground into my vision, and know what I'm doing and know what I'm looking forward. No, this is not how am I writing out the best to do list? How am I writing out my high and low? It's not about that. That's always an extension of how we're creating movement in our life. This is really about like most people get Sunday scaries because, yes, they are subconsciously scared to create a new life, but it's because they have no direction. They have no vision. They actually don't know what they want to create. It's like, yeah, I want to up level, or I want a better life, or I want more money, or I want better relationships, or I want a six-figure business. But why? What's your why behind that? I know that sounds so superficial, and I know that seems like a cop out, but it's actually so true. Like, you need to have your why, you need to have your vision. And this is why you're probably getting to each Monday and having those Sunday scaries. And if you come back to me and I've heard this before, and you're like, well, Jess, I just hate my job. I hate my job. I've been in this 9 to 5 desk job for the past 5 years and I just hate it. It's a way to put money on the table. Well, that just tells me you're not grounded in your vision. There is like, and if you're watching this and it's like, well, it's not as easy to change, I'm probably not the coach and mentor for you to learn from, to invest in, because for me, everything is a choice. When I look back before I started my business at the things that I complained about, everything was absolutely a choice. Everything was a choice out of ease. It was out of comfort. It was knowing and being able to predict what was going to happen, not only consciously, but my nervous system could predict what was going to happen. And so, yes, everything is an absolute choice. Um, okay, drink break and we'll continue. Any questions, let me know. But overall, what I just want to remind you all of is take some time every Monday. Well, okay, two parts. Take time every Sunday to reflect. If you don't have time on a Sunday, do it on a Saturday, sometime on the weekend, get the data points from the week, self reflect, give yourself actual like data. Don't just be like, yeah, like my relationship's going well. I shouldn't have spent that $200 on clothes. It's just not enough. Like, learn why you have these patterns of behaviors. Learn why, yeah, if your week with your relationship has gone really good, great, but like, why? What was done? What was the connection points? What was the intimacy points? What were the talking points? How was it communicate? Like, all of that. Most women, high achieving women who come and work with me, just don't know themselves. Um, my mission statement, the one that I said that I can simplify to 11 words, is connecting to women to help them reconnect to themselves. Hope that's 11 words. And this is the thing, most women want to get to that next level. They want to hit that next edge, and they actually just don't know themselves. They don't know themselves enough. They don't understand themselves. They don't understand why they function, what's happening in their psyche, their behaviors, their patterns. And we can start with all of these things. My methodology is woman mastery, so mastery framework. The framework goes into 3 phases. My mastermind is based on that, which, by the way, if you're watching, it's all the details are in the show notes below over on TikTok. It's in my link in bio. And Will Mastery, this whole movement I've created, this framework, is about mastering yourself as a woman. Most women, like I said, they want to get to the next level. They want to get the next edge, but they haven't mastered themselves. They keep playing into the exact same mindset, the exact same identities, the exact same nervous system regulation. But they work harder and they do more and they wonder, why is nothing sticking? Why is nothing working? Why aren't I getting the results that I truly desire? And this is because you haven't mastered where you currently at. You can, and you know, this happens too, is like you can sometimes half-ass the work or work really hard and feel burnt out, get to the next level, then you'll find yourself self-sabotaging and regressing back, or you'll find it really, really hard. And it's because you haven't mastered where you were. You haven't mastered how to handle your emotions. So I said the framework, but just to kind of put it out, my woman mastery framework that you can, like, I even have a free audio training. Again, that's in the link in the show notes, link in bio for my TikTokers. That's in the show notes, a free audio training where I literally break down this 3 phase framework, woman mastery framework, and it gives you practical elements. I hate free trainings and it's like, this is the answer, and then it gives me nothing practical. I'm like, how am I going to learn from this? So don't worry, when you sign up to that, you will get very practical, in real time things to go away and take action. Phase 1 is subconscious reprogramming, phase 2 is identity shifting, and phase 3 is being able to regulate to a brand new reality and capacity. When you master these three, then you'll be able to, and with the tools that I give and the tools that I teach, you take that to your next level, you master that level. Self-sabotaging happens, getting the Sunday scaries happens, feeling like you're just going through the motion of life happens because you're not dialed into your vision and you haven't mastered yourself. Why do you think that you deserve the next level of life if you haven't mastered yourself? And I know that can be very, very confronting, but it's also a question that I've had to ask myself. This is where this framework, like, I something I always share and I'm very transparent about is, like, I practice what I preach. There's concepts that that was one of my concepts that I was building for about a year before I taught. I think I brought it forward to two of my private long term, like, they'd been with me 2+ years, and I was kind of like seeing how it would work, the feedback around it. And so everything I practice what I preach, because I truly believe that the key for high achieving women, whether you are a career focused woman, you own an online business, you're a stay at home mom, it doesn't matter who you are, what you are, but if you aren't hitting that next level, if you're getting the Sunday scaries, if you really want to feel like you're winning in life and feel so freaking excited, is you need to master yourself. And so I know I've kind of like deviated a little bit from this live topic, but it all comes together. And so just to kind of leave you with this live, ground into your vision, right? Ground in every single CEO Monday. I want you to take the time on your hot girl walk when you first wake up. Have it, you can, like, in different ways. Like, you do a meditation, you do a tapping, you have your vision and your mission set out, like, in your journal, or you have it on a post-it note. Thank you for all the likes over on TikTok. And you have a post-it note and you read it out several times a day. You have it in your phone. I want to grab my phone, but doing it live. And this is the thing, it's just people are like, I want this great, amazing life. I want to do all these things. I want to travel, have money, relation. But I'm like, what's your, like, get clear. Your lack of clarity is what's causing you not to be able to get that life that you desire and get that life that you have in your vision board and what you just sit with. And you're like, how cool would that be to have? So I'm gonna leave it out. I think I'm going to do a live on Instagram, but I hope this has helped. Let me know in the comments your takeaways, any other questions, any other live topics that you want me to share with you. And I appreciate every single one of you. All of the details for the mastermind, other bits of pieces, how to work with me, also that free audio training is all in the show notes below. And I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye.